We are throwing it down on Media Row in Las Vegas, Nevada. Countdown to kickoff is on. And I'll tell you what, we've met a lot of cool people this week. Brent Musburger was super cool. But I don't really get all that fired up. I'm old, I'm beaten down, and I'm jaded. But I'm effing fired up right now to catch up with a good friend of mine. It's been too long since we've done this on the air. The one and only Kyle Turley.
Yeah.
Oh, my man.
You, brother.
I'm actually super excited. People always ask me, how come Turley's
always
not on every week with you? I said, he's busy, man.
Because he's
kicking
too big
ass.
now. He's huge.
No,
nobody
man.
anymore.
No, you're looking great, Kyle. I got to say, you're
Thank
looking
you,
great. So how have you been, Ben?
Man, I've been good, busy, just busy. Just everything. Life is great. Everything's moving forward. And just staying on it, man, from football to cannabis. It's been an awesome journey to music and everything else.
You and I go way back. You were just talking about, man, I was coming on your show when, like, Gronk was a rookie and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? But
yeah, he clicked over. I was waiting on hold. I was waiting for my first interview with you. I'm listening to this guy talk. I'm like, what did he even – I couldn't even understand what he just said. He's like, I don't know, this guy Gronkowski or something.
Man, but me and Kyle go way back. So, man, so many adventures that you've had. You and I spoke when you were on the Kansas City Chiefs. You transitioned to tight end.
Yeah.
The music scene.
Yeah.
Man, your bands, your records, the tours.
Been there for all of it, brother.
And you've always been a big advocate for former players and their health and their concussions, the Gridiron Greats.
Yep.
You and I always were big advocates for the legalization of marijuana and especially for medical treatment in professional sports.
Yeah.
And here we are now in 2024. Who would have ever imagined, man, that you'd be promoting marijuana on Media Row?
Right.
We almost did it, brother. We pulled it off.
We're there.
And, you were at the forefront of all this.
Man, it's been a long road, since we started talking. We talked about retired player issues that were going on. That's what I think we both came together on. And I was trying to raise awareness.
Yeah, I was right. With the
things.
Gridiron Greats, with Mike Ditka and Don Shula.
Exactly. And so, from those efforts and then being in that experience and then having to, move back to California, I think it was like 7 years or 8 years later from that interview, I moved back to California and had this experience in cannabis that saved my life. Cannabis truly saved my life. I haven't taken one pharmaceutical in almost 10 years or more. And an NFL football player that played 10 years at the offensive line position, all-pro career, all these things.
I see the guys limping around here, man.
Exactly, and I'm not. I'll go take anybody's job. They can call me tomorrow, and I'll be ready for the game on Sunday. That's real.
So tell us about your friendship and your partnership with the great Jim McMahon, and how did you guys become so tight?
Yeah, Jim and I, I met Jim in almost the same fashion. I was at a Gridiron Greats event in Indianapolis at the Super Bowl, and Jim came on the bus. I was playing the event with my band.
Yeah.
I'd gone into music then, and Jim came on the bus. We burned one down and really got to know. I was a huge fan. I grew up Mormon, so Jim McMahon, BYU, the whole deal. So I was like, oh man, I got.
He's the ultimate Super Bowl badass, isn't he?
Man. Unreal.
Like if you think about Super Bowls, just a total, this guy just kicked ass, didn't
all day,
he?
all day, every day. And that's what's going to be awesome about next year. We got Super Bowl in New Orleans, where me, Ricky, and then Jim won his Super Bowls there in New Orleans. So it's going to be awesome.
Oh, I can't.
Working with Jim's just a lot of fun.
What's it going to be like in New Orleans?
Bro, it's going to be off the chain. And that's my town. We're going to have a comedy show at a big theater. Jay Moore's coming. We're going to put together an awesome comedy show in remembrance of our old great friend, long-lost Ralphie May. And we got Emerald's going to be jumping in on board. We got all the other oyster houses that are going to jump on board with events. They're going to support the Gridiron Greats. We're going to have our own cannabis convention.
You guys already got this lined up. You're ready to go, man.
We're taking over. That's what's going to happen.
I love it, though. You've been doing this for so long, and I remember taking over. You just rolled up. Remember we went to a Charger-Raider game.
That's right.
It was Carson Palmer's first game, and you were hyping it up so big. We're coming to San Diego.
Yeah.
I remember, he told me. I said, I didn't even tell the Chargers. I'm just doing this.
I just showed up.
He just showed up, and the Chargers like, all right, well, we can't say no, right?
What are we gonna do? We threw down the parking lot. I was doing the tailgate tour.
Yeah.
Down the parking lot, around a bunch of
it was awesome.
stadiums. It was awesome.
That was so much fun. So tell us about the company specifically. And so the states, this is exactly what I asked you about, the states that you're legalized in.
Yeah.
So tell us, the Revenant NJ brand, licensed and available in 7 states, California, Arizona, Nevada, Oklahoma, Missouri, Illinois. and Michigan.
Yeah, we started this about 3 years ago. We've all been running respectively.
Okay, so you're telling me
cannabis
if
industry.
somebody goes into a dispensary,
That's right,
in Las Vegas here, they could ask for Revenant.
Yeah, right. We just locked our licensing deal in Nevada, so pretty soon those products will be on the shelves with our great partners.
But if you want to support the greats here, so that's what you ask for the brand, right?
Yeah, exactly. They'll be over at Hardin and through a great partner of ours that runs a company called Matrix here in Nevada. And all of our partners around the other states, they've been very integral in helping us spread our message. That's our partnership. We need vested partners that are willing to help us get our message out, and we help them. We're getting on USA Today. We're getting on all these TV shows. We're getting on all these platforms to continue the message we're doing, and these people are supporting us and able to use that to get to their people and consumers. And we got a whole hemp line of products. People can order online at thegaspipe.net. Go to thegaspipe.net. We've got all the hemp products that give euphoria experience and everything in cannabis. They're just different strains of the same plant. They want to separate these things and put racist names on them like marijuana, and it's all cannabis. It's all hemp. It's all hemp, and the Indian form versus the regular hemp. But we're out here pushing the envelope and giving people the opportunity to have the experience we've had in cannabis, and that's important because I haven't taken one pill in 10 years, and if the plates and screws and bone-on-bone joint pain from all the surgeries isn't enough to tell the tale, have your own experience and you'll see for yourself.
Is it better now from people you talk to with the National Football League? They've eased up on the
A little bit,
but not fully, right? To the point where
they stopped suspending guys. That's it.
They're
still finding guys. They upped the level of THC allowance to the IOC level of 52 nanograms, which still didn't help Sha'Carri Richardson, right?
Which is ridiculous.
Ridiculous. And they still are hiding behind the Schedule 1 drug. That's why Jim and I are running for president. There's some really key issues.
So you guys you're running for president?
We are. We started a political party called the Cannabis Freedom Party.
Awesome.
And there needs to be a third party out here. This two-party system is just obviously not working for anybody out here that's paying their taxes or just living in America. I don't care if you're fresh and just came across or whatever. It's not a good place right now with this two-party system. We need a third-party injection. And what are we going to do? Create the Federalist Party, dig up George Washington? It's not going to happen, right? So what can change things? And cannabis can change things. You've got the passing of the Safe Banking Act that needs to happen. I went to New Hampshire, got in front of Nikki Haley, got in front of Dean Phillips, went to the Trump rallies.
So the safe banking where you could do transactions, with banks.
$1 trillion of unbankable cash sitting out here that belongs in our economy. And then the dropping of Schedule 1, which is what the NFL hide behind.
So let me ask you, if you had a chance to say, Roger Goodell's sitting here right now, we've got like 1 minute with this.
Yeah.
What would you tell Roger Goodell? What's your message to Roger Goodell?
Stop testing for cannabis, period. That's it. Everything will be fine. That's it. It's
Point
real
blank,
simple. It's real simple.
Yeah.
I don't know how you can have this experience that I've had. Ricky Williams, Jim McMahon, Calvin Johnson spoke about this at the Hall of Fame, and used his platform. If it's not enough for us, he didn't play it down. He didn't put his finger in the dirt in the NFL. He didn't get all the injuries. He was a gold-bricking politician kid that got his opportunity carrying Pete Rozell's coffee around. I've sat in meetings with this man. He's placated me. He wants to side with all these people and do all these things. Well, he needs to answer to the players, because the players are the people who pay his $30 million a year salary. And very, very soon, that's going to come back to roost, for these people. If they continue to neglect the players and allow this union to control the players instead of give to the players what they need to and what they know should help. I mean, I shouldn't have $1 in the stock market. It should all be invested in this industry.
Hey, it's up to the union as well. I never forget how I remember everything.
The union.
I remember you told me years ago when you were fighting for concussion rights and money. You told me, man, the modern players give us more of a problem than the league does, actually.
Yeah, it's the union, 100%.
Like really,
the union. Yeah. The owners are business owners, and they have a union that they have to negotiate with. Yeah. And those people at the head of that, DeMaurice Smith, needs to be fired, period. And the executive committee needs to go to players only that have split contracts, because those are the only guys that can give an honest answer in the room to help what's needed to be done in the NFL. Not these quarterbacks, not these star offensive linemen like I was. I was one of the only ones that was trying to fight for things to get better. And now you have guys in the NFL playing that are making less money than college football players and less money than the new Manning kid that's just come out of high school, right? All right, $3 million to whatever his name Manning is, right?
Yeah, Arch Manning.
Whatever. And from here on, with the NIL money, whatever Manning it is going to get $3 million, of course, right? And you got guys playing the NFL that are making less than that. It's a shame. It's a travesty. The league needs to make an intervention, get rid of the NFLPA, allow the players to invest in the NFL 100% with all their money, and continue to grow this league. Legalize cannabis, it's all fixed.
The great Kyle Turley. Kyle, we've got about a minute on the way out here. Are you friends with anybody on the teams here?
Man, I've still got some people in Kansas City, but,
who do you think wins?
Oh, man, I'm going for my Chiefs, of course. I got my yellow, got my red on today, brother.
That's it.
Yeah, I just think they're the better team. I mean, they're the more seasoned team. I mean, for the Niners to win, Brock Purdy's going to have to be pretty Purdy on Sunday.
My man, we got to do this.
Always,
so
man.
it's great catch up. We're not going to take so long to have him on again. We'll definitely do this before next year's Media Row. The one and only and the awesome Kyle effing Turley, everybody. We're kicking it live from Media Row, Super Bowl, Las Vegas.